YouTube, what's up? It's Jacob. Welcome to 911%, a channel dedicated to my first Porsche, this 1997 Carrera 4S. And basically on this channel, I bring you guys along on all the random Porsche adventures that I get up to with the car, whether it's driving or checking out some local Porsche events. I try to do coverage of that, and I post a video on a weekly basis every Thursday at 1 o'clock. I always, or at least try to put out a video. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you can follow the journey along weekly. Today, I'm heading over to a local twisty road, which isn't really that local for me. I live in the city, so getting out of the city actually takes a little while. And as you guys can see, we're like stuck in this bullshit traffic here on the freeway, and that's my only real path to get to some better driving roads. Guys, so the road we're heading to is very narrow, it's tight, it's technical. This is a road that runs along a river at the bottom of an escarpment. It is incredibly popular for the scenery. Not only is it enjoyed by people like myself in their cars, but also motorcyclists, cyclists, hikers. I've even seen a few people on horseback there before. My intent is not at all to drive like a maniac on this street. It's just to enjoy the sights, basically, and of course give you guys the rundown on the 5 things I absolutely adore about my Porsche 993. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, this would be a nice place to take some pics. It's an absolutely beautiful little area right here, so I decided to stop what we're doing and I'm going to film it and take some pics for Instagram. That's the plan. Alright guys, so number 1 definitely has to be the look. I absolutely love the look of the 993. And I know this is a subjective thing, certainly some people will have a different opinion than I do, but I believe that this was the best modern day interpretation of the 911 shape, specifically from the rear end. And I especially love the look of the wide body, dropped a little bit on some nice dishy wheels. But anyways, I'm going to be hitting these twisties now, so enjoy the ride. Alright guys, so number 2 has to be the feel. I think these cars, are the epitome of the saying that it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. I think that really rings true. This car only has 285 or 87 horsepower and 250 foot-pounds of torque. It's definitely dated, but the way these cars are geared, the way they handle, the way that they feel, they're small, they're tight. These are by no means slouches, I think. The torque is there, and these cars definitely feel like they can hang with some of the more sportier versions and newer, and, like the GT3s, the turbos. As you guys can see, I'm kind of trying to hit these twisties here while talking. It's hard to concentrate. So number 3 is the size. This car is tiny, specifically, you know, compared to other cars of today out on the road, or even other sports cars. If you look at a brand new 911 in comparison to the 993, there's a dramatic size difference. And I think this adds to my previous point of the feel, and I think the size plays a big role in that experience. The fact that it's small, it's nimble, it feels like it's an extension of me. It's like I'm wearing, you know, a pair of glasses, a pair of jeans or something. The size definitely plays a large factor in the enjoyment of this car. Guys, so number 4 has to go to the smell. This car is just over 20 years old according to the build date. The smell in here is fantastic. The best way I can describe the smell is it's a mix between a smell of vintage leather mixed in with like a hot, fresh motor oil smell, if that makes sense. You know, that doesn't maybe sound that appealing to all the viewers out there right now, but it's such a distinct smell. And interestingly enough, every single air cooler that I've driven has had its own version of that. Number 5 is the door click, and yes, I literally mean the door clicking noise when you open the door. But really, this is more of a tip of my hat to the build quality and the overall engineering of these cars. But the click is just an awesome detail. Alright guys, so I'm just heading home now, just entering civilization again here north of Toronto, heading back to the studio. I cleared my head today. You know, sometimes taking this car out for a couple of hours really is such a reset button. So that worked. I'm feeling awesome. On that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like, and I'll see you guys next Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Alright, take care.